Scientists find more genes within DNA. Canadian scientists have discovered more genetic material contained in human DNA. Scientists have been baffled for years because their testing methods showed human DNA to have fewer genes than trees. Until now, scientists had no idea how only 22,000 genes could operate the entire human body. It turns out that genes create messages with other genes by rearranging themselves. This new technique was invented using new computer models at University of Toronto. The title of this passage is Scientists Find More Genes Within DNA. Now, it's going to be difficult to explain these words genes and DNA, but you can search for genes and you can search for DNA to get a translation into your language. Let's talk about some words and go through this slowly. Canadian scientists have discovered more genetic material. Discovered means found. More genetic material contained in human DNA. Contained means to be inside. To be inside. So there's more genetic material inside human DNA. Scientists have been baffled for years because their testing methods showed human DNA to have fewer genes than trees. So, does human DNA have more or fewer genes than trees? Well, human DNA has fewer genes than trees. Fewer means less. Less. But instead of saying, okay, DNA to have less genes than trees, we say fewer because it sounds better. So, showed human DNA to have fewer genes than trees. Until now, scientists had no idea, no idea, so they don't know. No idea how only 22,000 genes could operate the entire human body. Operate means to use or to produce, sort of. 22,000 genes could operate the entire human body. It turns out, here's turns out. What the heck does that mean? It turns out, it basically means is true. Turns out means something becomes true. It is true. Oh, it turns out that I like water. It turns out that my brother is extremely smart. It turns out that I like eating pizza. That's all examples you can use with turns out. It turns out genes create messages with other genes by rearranging themselves. Rearranging means to move. So like, let's say I take this word and I'm like, nah, I don't want that. Let's put that there. Oh, let's put this here. This is rearranging, okay? Where's rearranging? Rearranging. So the genes create messages with other genes by rearranging themselves. So they're just kind of moving themselves around, apparently. Okay, here we go. This new technique is like a way of doing something. Technique could also be like a method. Like this new method was invented using blah blah blah. This new technique was invented using new computer models at the University of Toronto. Computer models. Well, that's like we also say simulation. Simulation on a computer. Computer models. Computer models is a pretty common word. At the University of Toronto.